So hello everyone. Today we will be studying the pathogenesis of septic shock. So now what is septic shock? Septic shock is nothing but induced by a number of bacteria which are gram negative and gram positive. So mostly it occurs due to the gram negative bacteria. So now what is the pathogenesis of septic shock? So now let's see what is the pathogenesis of septic shock. So suppose now this is a gram negative bacteria. This gram negative bacteria, there is lysis of this gram negative bacteria. So once there is lysis of this gram negative bacteria, it releases the lipopolysaccharide. So you can see here, this is the release of the lipopolysaccharide, and this lipopolysaccharide is released into the circulation. So it is released into the circulation, which then goes and binds to the lipopolysaccharide binding protein. So this lipopolysaccharide binds to the lipopolysaccharide protein, and this forms a complex. You can see this forms a complex over here, and this is called as the complex of the lipopolysaccharide and lipopolysaccharide binding protein. So once this forms a complex, this complex goes and binds to the CD4 lymphocytes. Now as you can see, this CD4 lymphocyte, this complex gets bind to the CD4 lymphocyte which is present on the surface of the macrophage. Now you can see that this is a macrophage, and on the surface of this macrophage there is present of the CD4 lymphocyte. So as this CD4 lymphocyte binds to the complex, somewhat this kind of structure. So this is a macrophage which can be a neutrophil lymphocyte. This is the CD4 lymphocyte which gets binded to the complex. Now this causes the release of the cytokinins, which are the inflammatory mediators. Now these cytokinins are the inflammatory mediators. These inflammatory mediators can be the tumor necrotic factor alpha and the interleukin 1 and many more. Now this causes, the cytokinin release causes the altering of the endothelial cell adhesiveness. Now what happens is, suppose there is an endothelium, there is the recruitment of the more and more neutrophils from the endothelium, which causes the release of the free radicals. Now indirectly, these free radical causes the increase in the nitric oxide. So secondly, this steps promotes the nitric oxide synthase, which causes the increase in the